Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 28 of albums that are 50 years old in 2023. That's right, we're celebrating all month long albums released in 1973 that are celebrating their 50th anniversaries, 50th birthdays, however you want to call it, this year. Okay, so we're looking back at all the releases that came out in that great year of 1973, and somehow we're picking out our 31 favorites. Difficult task because what a great year. A lot of great ones we've talked about. So many of my favorites were at the last couple of days of the month. Getting sad that we're going to be moving on to a different year. I've had a lot of fun going back and looking at these albums from 73 and listening to them and poring over the lists. And you're going to have a lot of really great honorable mentions. There's probably many that I've seen in the comments are like, oh, Pete's got to be mentioning this one soon, got to be mentioning this one soon. Unfortunately, there's only 31 slots, right? So there's a lot of really great albums I love a lot that aren't making it. Even some of Tala's favorites, that just aren't really making the final 31 cut, but I love them a lot. They're going to get their love in the honorable mention show at the last day, so stay tuned for that. So this particular one, from this guy, he is a drummer. Pretty damn great one, too. This album was released October 1st, 1973. Recorded at Electric Ladyland Studios in New York City, mixed at Trident Studios in London, England, for Atlantic Records, produced by the man himself, Billy Cobham, Spectrum. George, you knew it was coming at some point, right? Of course. Eric, you too. There's just no way that I can have a top 31 for myself from 73 and not include this great, great jazz fusion album. One of the iconic jazz fusion albums of the 70s. The cast of characters: Mr. Billy Cobham on drums and percussion, Jan Hammer on electric and acoustic pianos, Moog synthesizer. Okay, we've got Tommy Bolin on guitar, Leland Sklar, I always get tongue-tied saying Lee's last name, on electric bass. You have Joe Farrell on soprano and alto saxophone as well as flute. You got Jimmy Owens on flugelhorn and trumpet. You've got John Trapia, guitar on one track. You got Ron Carter, acoustic bass on a couple tracks. And Ray Barretto plays congas also on a couple tracks. So it starts off, of course, with Quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 is just absolutely amazing. Of course, those great solos from Jan Hammer and Mr. Tommy Bolin. Face-melting stuff, right? Absolutely face-melting stuff. Tommy, of course, we know him from being the guitar player who replaced Ritchie Blackmore in Deep Purple. We also know him as being the not direct replacement for Joe Walsh in the James Gang, but the next guy who came around, played on 2 albums for the James Gang. 2 really, really great albums, I might add, for the James Gang. And then, of course, he played with Billy Cobham on this album. He played with Alphonse Mouzon on Mind Transplant. He had 2 solo albums before he left us, right? So he was in Deep Purple for Come Taste the Band, released the 2 solo albums, left Deep Purple. Well, he didn't leave Deep Purple. They kind of crumbled. He released his last solo album and then, unfortunately, left us. He had a long history of, drug abuse. Unfortunately, it took him way too young, but some amazing playing on a couple tracks on this album. So he and Hammer soloing it up like mad on this particular song with Mr. Cobham just rumbling away underneath. You got Searching for the Right Door / Spectrum. You got some kind of like 2-part tracks here on a couple of these little mini suites, right? Which is also amazing. Spectrum is killer. You got John Tropea on guitar on that one. Got lots of cool sax and things on that track. Excellent stuff. Anxiety and Tori and Matador. Tori and Matador, of course, has Tommy Bolin on that as well. Another amazing track. You got the lengthy, almost 10-minute Stratus. Stratus is, God, that's almost like a jazz fusion standard nowadays, right? So many people have covered Stratus. What a great hook, what a great riff, and that great playing from the whole band. To the Woman in My Life and Lelise, all right? And then you got Snoopy Search / Red Baron. Red Baron also awesome, with a great ending to the album, and Mr. Bolin is also on that particular one as well. So yeah, this is a fiery album. It's got some ripping, energetic, aggressive fusion. It's got some more jazz-based stuff. There's great melodies all throughout it, and some just absolutely amazing drumming from Mr. Cobham, who is one of my favorite drummers of all time. I was just looking to see if I had a picture of him in the CD, but I do not. But anyway, yeah, this is an absolute classic. It's one of the great fusion albums of the 70s and one of the great fusion albums of 1973. So that is my pick for day 28. Let us know what you think of Spectrum in the comments below, as well as your choice for day 28 down there in the comments as well. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And if you care to make a channel donation, the links below in the video description to our Ko-Fi page is there, as well as our merch page where we have all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility stuff for sale. So thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in tomorrow for day 29. You've also got coming up tomorrow on Sunday, we have Ranking the Albums. Jack Toledano's coming back on the show, and we're going to be ranking the catalog of the Cars. I also hope to have you the next installment of the 25 best 6-album runs in music history, according to me, of course. Hope to get that either today or tomorrow, and probably likely tomorrow. So, and then we've got the Hudson Valley Squares on Monday. Wednesday is new album review day. God, by then it's February already. And what's happening in February, you might ask? Albums that are 40 years old in 2023 as we look back on 1983, our favorite albums of 1983. So that's happening right around the corner, starting on February 1st. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, and please hit that like button before you leave. From Tala and myself, have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.